Hello and welcome to episode 6 of my Memoria Let's Play. Last episode we came to find the merchant. He wasn't there though. He seems to have turned everybody into stone pillars and then buggered off. So, not sure what's going on there. But towards the end we did find out that this strange stone pillar has the mask of Malachar from the story that we heard earlier. So maybe it was more than a story, maybe it was actually true. So we found a hammer and chisel, and so we'll use that right now and we'll get this mask down. Gentle, gentle.
Got it, and now I'm out of here.
Okay, so now we have the mask.
I'm beginning to think that Fahy knows more about these dreams than he was willing to admit.
I was expecting more than that, but I suppose we've got the mask now, so let's escape. So we'll just make a run for it. Oh, busted.
Oh, who do we have here? Brider? There's a new suspect.
Huh?
What have you got there, boy?
This?
That can't be.
Master Bodiak? What is that?
Nothing. Take it from him and give it to me.
Hey, I found that fair and square.
That is quite obviously a very dangerous artifact. I must immediately take it to the school for study. Question the swineherd in the meantime.
Understood. So who are you? And why are you sneaking around here?
You can't just take the artifact.
Look at me when I'm talking to you. The School of Arcane Combat wants to know what terrible thing has happened around here. I, on the other hand, am surprised at how boring our investigations have been so far. So please don't make this too easy for me or I'll be even more disappointed. First question. What sort of artifact was that?
Okay, so we've just been robbed. That sorcerer guy, he knew more than he was letting on, I'm sure of it. But before we can do anything about that, we've got to kind of work out a way to get this girl off our backs. A harmless sculpture.
That was just a piece of sculpture, worthless. But I'd still like to have it back.
And where did you get this sculpture?
It was just suddenly there. It just appeared.
It was suddenly in my pocket. I don't know how it got there.
Really?
Is that all? Can I go now?
I like that you're lying. That makes you more suspicious, and this case is finally getting a bit more interesting. And now for my last question. Who are you anyway?
I am Andreas.
My name is Andros.
Fine, that's all. You may go.
Seriously?
I can see from 100 paces that you're harmless. Or do you have another question before you return to your uneventful life?
Let's ask about the stone and the scarab. Maybe she knows something.
Are you good at riddles?
What sort of riddles?
How about, as the stone over the scarab, so rules the scarab over the stone?
What's the context?
I can't tell you.
Then I can't solve it.
Right, so that wasn't helpful at all. What happened to the merchant?
What happened to the Ptolemede?
We don't know. He probably won't be too far. All his belongings are still here. We suspect he's hiding in the forest.
Alright, who are you?
You're a novice at the wizard school, right?
Right, a combat mage in training. Forever damned to serve the Undergastrian nobility in their mindless squabbling with Nostria.
Why don't you leave if you don't like it?
First I have to make it through my training.
What about the Magister and his mask?
Your teacher seemed very excited about my artifact.
That's the way he is. He collects rare artifacts, travels around a lot for them. Supposedly he once even went to the Rastulian Wall to Draconia. But I don't know any more
The
about
Rastulian
that.
Wall, that was where the mask was supposed to end up in the story with Charizard. So there is definitely a connection there. He knows something. Alright, what happened here?
What happened here?
Didn't I already tell you? Last night, 5 Andegastrians got together at the Fat Ham Inn to drive a
The
Talamid
inn.
merchant from the forest. And they were found like this the next morning.
You didn't say that they met at the inn, or that there were 5 of them.
Well, now you know. Well, I think that's enough. Get lost so I can keep searching in peace.
I think I've seen enough.
Well, at least now we know where to go. We better go to the inn and talk to these 5. Oh no, they'll be here.
Come on, Nuri. I'll take you home.
Maybe there's somebody at the inn. Maybe there's somebody in there that'll let us know what happened.
What should we do now?
Did you hear what the mage said? She mentioned there were 5 people in the mob, but there were only 4 pillars in the clearing. What if the 5th person escaped? There would be a witness.
Or you just let me stay a raven. It isn't all that bad.
Not as long as I can do something about it. I'll ask around in town and try to find out what happened to Fai. You better stay here.
I'm tired anyway. I'll just sleep for a while. Will you wake me if there's any news?
I will. Sweet dreams.
I don't like Nuri. She's just a bit depressing. But let's go find out what happened at the inn last night. So what do we have here?
The children who emptied their chamber pot there yesterday, weren't they supposed to be working? I prefer the well
not
outside the
surprised.
pit. And since yesterday, I also know
I
why.
am not surprised. And that's the forest. What's this guy doing?
A little place all of his own. The Andegastrians love their misfits. Anyone who's different will end up there sooner or later. At least I was spared that when I was young. It's been a while since I heard from the Tanners Guild. They seem to have realized that I won't give up my house. At least not until Nuri is her fairy self again. This is the district boundary. It's exactly where the stench from the tanneries ends, and the smell of the pig urine begins.
Man.
As soon as Nuri is herself again, we'll leave. That means my days as a bird catcher will be over, once and for all. Once Gwynling was gone, the Tanners Guild tried to get their hands on the house. Luckily, Giacomo knew enough noblemen open to bribery.
Who's Giacomo?
Rondra's house in Andergast. The goddess of battle has never looked upon me favourably. The warriors in the temple don't like me. They think I'm a cowardly louse who only brings them misfortune in combat. At least that's what they say.
It's a bit mean. But this guy, what does he know?
He doesn't look like he's from around here. He's dressed too cheerfully, and he's too clean.
I bid you a good morning.
What is a jester doing in Hilda's booth?
I'm no mountebank. I'm a businessman. Should I wear rags like you? Oh, how I loathe these country bumpkins.
What was that?
Nothing. Can I interest you in some colourful ceramics? Or perhaps some fine glassware? I'm just passing through, so it's now or never.
About the stone scabbard.
Can you tell me anything about a stone and a scarab?
Is it a regular stone or a precious stone?
Good question. That's enough. Thanks.
So it might be the stone over the scarab might be to do with her ruby that she had. Maybe that's what it meant. That would be why the princess knew what the riddle was talking about. That makes sense.
Did you notice anything suspicious last night?
Did the thief visit you too?
What thief?
One of my glass boxes was stolen. I could only see the fellow from a distance. He carried a long staff on his back. Blasted herdsman.
Maybe it was a magic staff.
By the gods, what would a magician want with my cheap goods? I mean, I wouldn't have thought this rebel had that.
What good's stolen?
What was stolen?
A jewellery box made from fake gemstones. The junk wasn't worth anything anyway.
Then why was it stolen?
Did I say that out loud? It was worth a fortune, of course.
It always is.
What was stolen?
A jewellery box. The junk.
Then
Alright, what do you have for sale?
you deal in glassware.
I heard that there is no glass in Andergast. You don't even have windows in this humble corner of the world. I came here to change that. How was I supposed to know that these stinking pig farmers don't have any money?
Well, they don't have glass for windows, so surely that's a A good indicator of how much money these guys have.
Weren't you going to buy anything?
No, thank you.
Such a waste of time.
Fragile ceramics, overpriced glass bottles, ugly little caskets. Who's supposed to buy all this?
Why is the kids having a bath in the corner? That's a bit weird.
Spring is here. The pigs are procreating.
Nice.
Luckily he's here today, not the smith. Although, ever since the citizens survived the terrors of last winter, they've stopped calling me a witch child. Even Andergast can change. I'd better not distract him. The sheep will be slaughtered soon enough. They seem so cheerful and carefree. Hard to believe that at some point they'll grow up to be Andergastrians. I hate it. The smell of pork roast is in the air, and I haven't eaten a thing all day. They say that 5 people gathered there yesterday to chase Fahi out of the country. 4 were turned to stone. The 5th managed to come back here with a little luck.
So they must be in here somewhere, hopefully. Can't be that many people.
Garon!
Giacomo!
Oh, so that's Giacomo.
Hello, Garon.
Hello, Hilda.
What luck. Here I was thinking I'd sent you to your doom. Is it true what they say? Have people really been turned into stone pillars?
Yes, it's true.
By the gods!
Fire.
How do you know Fahi?
I met him on my travels. He was said to own a rare fairy artifact I was interested in.
He's an artifact dealer?
He trades in them, but I never got the impression that he knows much about them. He even tried to sell me the fairy artifact as a mere ritual stone from the southern jungles. He had no idea what a treasure he was sitting on.
Maybe he did. Maybe he just wasn't letting on.
What about Fahi's riddle?
The stone and the scarab? I don't know. But perhaps it's the key to this whole story.
Can a single riddle really be that important?
Fi seemed convinced of it.
What about Fahi's dream?
Princess Saja's journey?
He only told me the beginning. Do you know the rest?
No. But the battle which he joined was the great battle in the Gorian desert between the demon lord Borbarat and Rohal the Wise. All Aventuria struggled to save the world from the demon invasion. Unfortunately, there was no one who could relate to the tale.
Why not?
There wasn't a single survivor.
Alright. So maybe the mask is more powerful and deadly than they expected. Maybe the way it can win any battle is by killing all your people as well. Maybe that's how it works.
If Fahi is just a simple merchant, where did he get the power to transform Nuri back?
I don't know his secret, but I saw it with my own eyes. We were enjoying a cup of Tulamid gold when he brought out a pot with a berry bush and transformed it into a crane before my very eyes.
It could have been an illusion.
No, Garon. It was the most powerful magic I have ever seen. And he was smiling cheerfully as though it was no effort at all. Garon, that man can mold lives into other forms as he wishes.
Even into stone?
I assume so.
Let's talk
makes
about
sense.
something
That's how he
else.
turned him into stone. I'll talk about Giacomo.
How's the fairy research coming along?
All my energy is going into researching the reasons for Nuri's tragic transformation. It's difficult enough to study a people that don't even exist in Aventuria. Now I have to understand an exchange of souls between a raven and a fairy as well.
I don't know how I can ever repay you for your help.
Well,
there's always something.
something.
Tell me.
Can you bring me some wine from Hilda's bar? She won't give me any.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Garon. You can put it in here.
He's just been cut off. Right. So the reason why we're here. Does he know the 5th member of the mob?
Were you here yesterday evening?
Yes, but in my room. The mood downstairs was too aggressive for me. There was a lot of alcohol involved.
Can you remember who was here?
The 3 at the next table, and then 4 others.
5 people attacked Fahi's tent yesterday, but only 4 were petrified. So the 5th must be here in this room. But which of the 3 is it?
Okay, so we got...
Thanks, Giacomo. I'll see you later.
Wait, Fahi may prove to be a dark mage, but if you want to transform Nuri back, He's our only hope.
What are you talking about?
Fairies need fairy magic nearby, or their spirit changes. And for a long time, Nuri's body was the greatest source of fairy magic that she had. That means if you don't change her back soon, she'll lose everything that makes her a fairy. She'll
That makes
forget
sense.
everything. She'll forget who you are and what you experienced together. She'll even forget who she once was.
We can't let that happen.
Do you have any idea what happened to Fi?
No, but I will soon. Hey, who was with the mob in the forest yesterday?
They're very obstinate fellows.
I'll handle them somehow.
This is what we're going to put the wine in.
Giacomo wants me to fill it with red wine.
What do we have in this room? Yes, that's why she's a little bit of a down then. Because she's obviously losing her magic.
It tastes as good as it looks. A sight for the gods.
What, I'm going to try and burn it? Is that what I'm doing here? Why is it firing up crispy? I don't understand. Oh, maybe I can cut some off.
By Travia, I needed that.
Can I get some more? No, maybe not.
By Travia.
There, anyway. Right, what else do we have? We have a little casket and then them three douchebags in the corner. Let's have a look at the wine.
What kind of wine is that?
That's red Garon. From the North Marshes. Sounds delicious, huh?
Actually, it sounds like someone owes me a sample.
Red Garon. Well, let's try and have some.
Hilda would have to tap the barrel first.
So we have to convince her to tap the barrel.
I thought you didn't see me.
Hello, Hilda.
Let's have a look at her first.
See you later, Hilda.
Don't
She seems
keep
to
me
have a
waiting.
thing for our Garon here.
Wherever she works, Hilda will always be Hilda.
What can I do for you?
Hilda.
Since when are you the new barmaid?
Oh, since the sowing season. Did you miss me in the marketplace?
I was just asking.
Yeah, she's definitely got a thing for him.
Since when are you...
Oh, so did you miss
I was just...
What about last night?
Can you tell me who was here yesterday evening?
everybody that's here now? And then Wolfram with his sister and 2 friends. But they say something happened to them in the forest yesterday.
Thanks. That's all I need
Okay,
to
so
know.
they all were here last night.
Oh, come on, Hilda. Nobody will miss that little bit of wine.
I'm sorry, but this barrel has been ordered and paid in advance by Count Svendrik Rosling. He's going to pick it up tonight.
Oh, come
So
on,
find
Hilda.
a way
He's
to
going to...
tap it
See you
somehow.
later, Hilda.
Don't keep me waiting.
Maybe we can tap it ourselves with a knife.
Oh, Garon, please leave the barrel alone. The wood is old and fragile.
Aha, is it now? Right. Can we use this?
The wine now flows freely
So
to the
I
ground.
can just grab a bit.
This is going to take a while. I'll just put the carafe under the drip and have a look at the ham while I wait. Fex be thanked. She didn't notice a thing.
So now let's repair it. Prepared wine barrel.
Watch out, Garon.
I just wanted to get a little from the...
I'm afraid I can't let... This wine has been promised to some... I'm sorry, but this
Okay.
barrel has been ordered. He's going to...
Oh,
So we'll give this.
there's more spilled now than I could gather in the carafe. But I think I've got enough for Giacomo.
What a waste.
Thank you, Garon.
Don't mention it. Giacomo doesn't come to Andergast. Most of the time he travels around and looks for a way to change Nuri back. He told Fahi about us.
Okay.
See you
I'm not
later.
100% sure why I had to do that. I feel maybe if I hadn't given it to him, I could have given it to these guys. I think I might have just missed a trick. Grr. Anyway, we'll talk to these guys.
A Thorwalian, a lumberjack, and a... whatever he's supposed to be. What a strange bunch. Were the 3 of you here last night?
Who's asking?
Just tell me, were you?
None of your business.
All three of us were here.
The whole night?
The whole godless night.
Well, they couldn't have been. Let's just confront them directly.
One of you went to help attack the Ptolemede in the forest last night, and I want to know who.
Beat it. No one here is ratting out anybody.
Exactly.
If I want a confession, I'll have to be a little more clever than that.
Well, unfortunately, I think that's all we have time for today.
I'll get you sooner or
So
later.
I think we'll leave the confrontation and the interrogation until next episode. I hope you've enjoyed it today. I have. If you liked what you've seen, be sure to check out my other videos that should be up now. And find me a like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for more daily uploads. Okay, bye bye.